Hello everyone. We have made some changes in the course just for the last couple of weeks so that we can really make sure that it's personalized and help you all to engage with the improvement and processes that need to take place to prepare you to open schools in August. So one thing that I wanted to share with you and just to clarify is we will not be having class on July 12th, which is actually tomorrow. You will be having one more week of time to work with your school teams before we meet again on July 19th to actually start to go through your work and decide what needs to be done and where the policies need to fall. So what we'll be working on here is the York SIP planner. So in your coursework, if you look at course documents, so if we go to the course documents, it is actually in this tab that you will see the SIP planner at the very bottom. So this is where we started weeks ago when Heather first presented street data with you in order to start us to look at what's happening in our particular schools. So you should be filling out one of these as a shared document with your school work team. So hopefully you have some of this completed because we did a live face-to-face class about street data. So basically you are going through here and looking at what are your data sources. We've given you questions. You don't have to answer all of these, but answer what you can, because the whole purpose is to flush out all of the information that you already have so that you can begin to build the plan and the kind of looking at the problem solution model and the root cause analysis. Discipline data is the face-to-face class that you did with Elena, the second face-to-face class that we had. So make sure you're going through your discipline data. Again, similar questions. You're answering what you can within your school level teams. The equity audit data is based on the equity audit that Michelle and I worked with you on just a couple of weeks ago. So again, answering what you can, using your school team to pull together what information you have available to you. And then we're asking you just to think about what instructional data do you have? And then also what other data sources are you particularly pulling from that are specific to your school or to your school system as we're working our way through this process. Finally, where we're going to be getting on July 19th when we get together is looking at just a synthesis of our policies. So we are going to be pulling down 5 different things that we see from any of these that we feel are kind of what we really need to be working on, 5 highlights, and then of course what we need to know or better be able to do, and then how we're going to address the issue. And that's where we're going to go on our July 19th date, is like, how are we going to address these issues? We're going to get together some resources for you that will be specific, that will be able to help you through either policy changing, coaching, or professional learning with your teams. So I'm going to roll back to the equity audit page very quickly. So this equity audit data piece will come directly from your equity audit. And if you go into Module 2 at the bottom is the actual revised equity audit that Michelle put together for you. So again, looking through the equity audit and doing the best you can to mark where you believe you are and what evidence you have. You don't need to go through all of it. We're asking you to do your best to just pick out sections and see what you can come up with. If you're working in a school level team, divide this up. Do your best to figure out what you already own. You're going to know if you have holes, because it's going to be something that you can't even off the top of your head pick out evidence for or pick out evidence of. So we're just looking right now to see if you can flush out what are your major issues. And if you're drawing a complete blank and you can't come up with anything, obviously that's one of the areas that you're going to have to be looking at for your school. So you have one additional week. We're just going to kind of slow the roll a little bit because we know that we have enough time to help out with these things in the next session. So we're asking you to slow the roll a little bit, go back through, make sure that you have all of your data collected and you've looked at everything that you can, so that as we come back together and we do our work groups, you'll be able to focus a lot better and you'll know which direction you need to go, either policy change, coaching, or professional learning for your staff. All right, thank you very much for your time. We look forward to seeing you on July 19th. It'll be 9 to 10:30 and we'll put out the Zoom link a day or two before. Thank you.